Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I have another full face of e.l.f. to do for you today. I got some new products, including the new Cookies and Dreams eyeshadow palette. I picked up a liquid highlighter that I've never tried before. I have the new No Budge stick that is the Cookies and Dreams collection. I grabbed the white eye putty primer. I have a new brush. Lots of fun things to play with from e.l.f. today. An affordable makeup from the drugstore look that I'm so excited to get into. If that sounds interesting to you, then just keep watching. I picked up the Cookies and Dreams eyeshadow palette. We're gonna get into swatches in just a second. I picked up the No Budge eyeshadow stick, and this one is in the white shade. New to me is the white eye putty primer. You know I tried it, you know I liked the brown and the black shade that I picked up. And I also picked up their liquid highlighter. So the rest of the stuff is e.l.f. products that I know I already like, and let's go ahead and start the face. I am going to start with my e.l.f. Jelly Pop primer. I know that e.l.f. just came out with a new gripping primer, and I've heard it compared to this one. I love the scent. It does seem to help your makeup grip to your face. Best for oily skin? I can't answer that, but it really does seem to help with the foundation adhering. While that sets, we're gonna jump into this white eye putty primer. So this is what it looks like in the center. You know, it's funny, I keep hearing these reviews about the new Charlotte Tilbury cream shadows, and I'm wondering, are they the same as this, but for a fraction of the price? Not sure. I'm gonna take a flat brush, and I'm just gonna go into this product, and we're gonna see what it looks like on the eye. Now I went in a little heavy-handed as usual, and we're just gonna blend this out. I'm gonna go a little bit higher. I don't have to go all the way to the top, but I am gonna take it a little bit higher. It doesn't look completely smooth, but I'm not sure that that matters, because remember, it is a base. Now I also have this No Budge shadow stick. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this onto the other eye, and we'll see how that works out. I just swatched that one. Here's the No Budge, and here is the white primer. The No Budge seems to have a little more pigment. I'm gonna put it on like this, which it seems to be going on quite chunky. Wipe off my brush and go in with that same brush and see what happens. Pretty much the same effect. If anything, the No Budge stick looks a little bit smoother. Let's see how the shadows apply on top. I am so excited to get into this palette. Let's start with some swatches. So here is the bottom row. It looks to be like a black, a brown, a pretty blue, and then a shimmering blue. And then this is the top row. We have a shimmering blue, a shimmering cream, a nice brown, and then a matte creamy white. They look beautiful. I'm going to take one of my Units brushes. This is the 309, and I'm going to go into this lighter brown shade in the crease. It's almost like a brown taupe color. It is showing up, but I think I want a little bit more, so I'm going to go into this more chocolatey shade. I'm going to be careful because this one looks quite a bit deeper. And I'm just using the same brush. I'm just going to focus on that outer corner and then bring it up. Now comes the hard part. I'm going to go into this powdery blue shade. I'm going to try it with a flat brush. It's pretty. It's a light blue shade. It's not quite as deep or pigmented as I would like. I'm going to go in with this shimmering light blue on top of it. Yeah, that's a little more my speed. I like that better. I'm going to take one of my flat brushes and just go up into that crease with the shimmer to make sure that I went up all the way up at the top of the lid area. I want to try this dark shade on the outer corner. I'm going to go back into that units brush and just take a little more of that darker brown and merge those two darker colors together so that they look a little more seamless. And then we could even take this brighter blue and go in right next to that darkest color just to have a little bit of a transition. I like that a lot. I'm going to go back into that lighter blue and just reinforce that inside here. Very nice. What I think I'll do is I'll go into this shade on the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit more, but with this shade just to soften it. I'm going to take my flat brush and put a little bit of that lightest blue shimmer towards the inner corner on the bottom, but I'm going to wet it because it's a shimmer and I don't want it all over my face. And then I'm going to take a little bit of that darkest color and go just underneath to bring that darker outer corner into the outer lower corner, just for symmetry. I think that looks very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some of my e.l.f. Black Satin Liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. I am back, and like I said, I used the satin liner. I just put it on the top and bottom waterline. I used the new Lash Beats mascara, which each time I use it, I'm getting a little more and more used to it. I do like it a lot. It builds up. Then I do my little push-up technique. If you haven't seen my beauty tips video, I'll make sure that I link it. And now we are ready for foundation. And I did pick up this marshmallow blender. I've actually had it for a little while, but just opened it and wet it, and wow, it is so very soft. I forgot my makeup palette, So I'm going to put a little bit of my foundation on the back of my hand. I know that you need very little of this Hr Camo CC foundation. Really, a little bit goes a long way. I am normally a brush girl until it comes to thicker foundations. Thicker foundation, I prefer to use a sponge. So this is a nice fuller coverage foundation. Really does a good job of evening the skin. Wears well. I wouldn't even call it a CC cream. When I first heard that, I thought, oh, that means no coverage. But this is definitely similar to the IT Cosmetics CC cream. If anything, I think maybe this is a little lighter. Definitely more inexpensive. That primer is definitely leaving my skin with more of a dew. I can tell that right now. Good, just a little luminous for my taste, but that's okay. We have our matte powder. And oh, I'm so sad about my sponge. Will I ever get it clean again? We shall see. I have my Hr Camo Concealer, one of my tippy top favorites. My Hr Camo sponge. Concealer is on. I am bright. I am evened. Yay for that. Let's go into the contour palette that I have recently fallen in love with. And I'm going to use this before my powder. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This seems to be my favorite. I think I use them all except for the cream color. But let's follow the rules today and use the creams before the powders. Sometimes I break the rules. Today I'm feeling like a good girl. Try this dewy complexion and maybe I can just set my T-zone. Feeling a little crazy today. I like this product so much better than the Putty Bronzer. Love it. Looks very nice. I want to play with this liquid highlighter that I got. I have no idea if I'm gonna like it. I am not a big liquid highlighter person, but I just felt like trying it. So let's see, it felt a little liquidy, so I thought I'd shake it up. Let's swatch it and see what it looks like. Looks very runny. Pretty. It's like a nice champagne color. I don't even know if they had color options. I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand and then I'm going to tap it in with my finger and just tap it on. Clean finger for blending. So this finger has the highlight, this does not. Ooh. I think what I'd like to know is, will it dry down? I just don't want it to be tacky. Just pulling it around. It really just gives a wet look to the skin. I don't see any glitter particles. And then for blush, I did, if you don't know who Taylor Wynn is, she is another creator on YouTube. She recommended this Putty Primer brush to apply any of your cream blush products. And I picked one up a couple weeks ago. Love it so much. I have the other one in my bedroom where I do my makeup every day, and now I'm going to keep one in here because I've been trying it, playing with it, and loving it. So let's go in with a little bit of Putty Blush. I do like the Putty Blush. The only shade I have is Bali. I'm going to have to pick up more shades, but I like Bali. Just going to put some on the brush here. I'm going to start here and just work my way up and around. I need to set this face a little bit. It is shinier than I would like it to be. I'm taking my matte setting powder and my Beauty Blender puff that I've been enjoying so much. And we are just going to carefully set the T-zone. Maybe just a teensy bit under the eyes, so that concealer doesn't crease. Now we still have that luminosity, and then we're matte down the center. I'm digging it. Let me go ahead and throw some bottom mascara on, and I'll be right back. I am back. Bottom mascara is on. This Lash Beats, yeah, I'm liking it a lot. And I know I didn't mention it, but I did use my brow pencil from e.l.f. You have to let me know what you think, because I went to use it in my last e.l.f. video and scratched it because I thought it was too red toned. You have to let me know what you think about the brows. My hair naturally has a lot of red in it. I just normally go for a darker brown color. I had to resist the urge to grab my NYX Lift and Snatch and darken them. I left them just how it is. So this is the Brow Lift and the e.l.f. Brow Pencil. For lips, newer product, the Love Triangle Lip Liner. Let's go ahead and throw some of this on. This is in the shade Deep Brown. It is a little stiff for my preference. However, it does really last. I'm going to throw some of my matte liquid lipstick on, and this is in the shade Coffee, one of my favorites. Love a good 90s brown. I do love this lipstick, but of course I have my newest Mint Melt lip gloss to add. I have the deeper brown, and then I recently picked up the lighter brown, and this one is the mint chocolate. I love the mintiness, I love the texture, I love the plumpness it gives the lips. Beautiful. So final thoughts. What did I think of the new products? The eyeshadow palette, I think the blue is just stunning. I think it's very, very pretty. To tell you the difference between the white eye putty primer and the pencil, the no budge stick, I think they work very similarly. So this might be easier to use. As a matter of fact, I want to put a little bit of this in my inner corner. Maybe a teensy bit up here, and we'll blend it out. Yeah, I actually prefer the stick to the matte putty primer, but they are both very nice products, and I'm sure they will both get use. What else is new? The liquid highlight I think is great. I think my complexion looks very healthy. It looks very smooth. We'll have to see how the makeup wears. I only set the center of my face, and everything else I have used, I love. This is a great beauty sponge. I've had e.l.f. sponges before. This one feels a little bit different. It feels very, very soft and squishy. Reminds me of the Camo sponge that I like so much. So e.l.f., you are doing a great job with these new releases. I am very much enjoying this. I think it's great. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. What new products are you excited to try from e.l.f.? I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day.